Hey, Borden. I'm teabagging your tea.
Dude. No,
Hey, Borden.
stop.
I just want to.
Stop.
I just want to get it. Oh, yeah. Right, all up in there.
Yeah, how do you like that?
Fuck you. Get on my tea.
Bitch.
Get my tea. Oh, my God. This is going to be awful. Oh, my God.
Sup? Hey,
Welcome
guys.
tonight. This is the... Oh, that tastes better now, actually. What is in that? Oh, really? Tell me what's in there. Tea. Fuck you. Welcome tonight.
Kind of.
I'm Tony.
I'm Borden.
And we are going to
Discuss.
talk about Deadpool.
Spoilers.
Okay. Spoilers. Jazz hands and spoilers. Do some jazz hands with me.
I just spelt it out. No, seriously, I just want to...
S Club 7. S Club. There ain't no party like an S Club party. I'm telling you right now.
Spoilers.
S Club. Spoilers. Wait. How do I fucking do
If you're
this?
still here...
Okay, if you haven't understood yet that we're going to spoil the movie for you, fuck you, I hate you.
Hey, guess what?
But I love you.
We're going to spoil the movie.
We're going to spoil the movie. Okay, let's go right into it. This movie was fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, like, even from the opening scene where it's like, okay, yeah, like, he's in the fucking cab and, like, he's talking to the Indian dude. Yeah, he makes friends with the Indian dude. And, like, I love it, like, as soon as he's, like, done, he's like, so that's going to be, like, $27? He's like... Yeah, I don't care.
Give you a nice crisp
high five. Yeah, I don't care my wallet. It ruins the lines on my suit. Like, I just like, yeah, that was great. Even like the fact that they go back to the cabbie later on and like how fucked up that whole scene is at the end. Where he's,
we'll get into detail.
We'll get into that one later too. Oh my God.
I like that most of the trailer footage that was in the commercials is all at the start of the movie. For the
It
most
really
part.
was. Yeah, most of that stuff you see from the truck and like the whole scene that was kind of like,
God, that scene was good.
Yeah, that
They
scene
made
was
it better than the commercial.
And it was because there was so much more in it than like you get to see. It's so fucking brutal. Oh my God. I can't
counts
stress.
his bullets?
Oh yeah, he forgets his ammo bag at home. So like he's like, I got 12 bullets. I got to make these count. And like, oh my God, it fucking works so well.
That scene where he puts his hands over the car and he goes, whoa, stop. There's a scene before it where he pokes his head up and goes, hey guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then they start fucking shooting at him. Oh my God, that was great. But yeah, that scene, like I love that scene. Just seeing it when it was first shown, like 2 years ago or whatever, a year ago.
Again was just kind of like, oh man.
And seeing the whole entirety of it makes it so much better. Like him counting on the bullets was fucking hilarious. Like the fact that he wastes 2 bullets on the guy that shot him in the ass or whatever.
He's just freaking out, and then he goes back to counting. He's like 6, and he kills another guy.
Yeah. The fact that he uses the 1 bullet to shoot the 3 guys in the head, and the last guy didn't completely go through his head.
Stuck to his head.
He peels the bullet out. He's like, "Fuck."
And then he like pulls his sleeves up, and Deadpool's like, "Really? You're rolling your sleeves up? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do?"
And then he just fucking stabs him. Like, oh my God.
And that's like cue backstory.
Yeah, exactly. And like oh my God, yeah, the fourth wall stuff was fucking great in this movie. The fact that like I love when he pointed out the fourth wall stuff. Like that's that line. He's
like, hey, a fourth wall inside a fourth wall.
Yeah, he double fourth walls. He breaks the fourth wall while he's breaking the fourth wall. And he's like, that's like 16 walls. Like I love that. That was so good. The fucking action was great. Like I said, it's brutal though. That first scene was like fucking ridiculously
He's just kicking
violent.
the shit out of people. He's in the middle of a fight where the car's like out of control. He takes a cigarette lighter and he like starts heating it. And he's like beating the shit out of people. Kicking
Oh
them.
yeah.
Takes the thing out, singes the guy in the forehead,
and then he sticks it in his mouth. And he makes a line about I've never said this before, but don't swallow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's great. Everything like even like the background stuff was great. I thought that it didn't take away from the movie because of the fact that like they jump back and forth between like action scenes. Like that scene took a while to get through just because of the fact that they kept jumping. Okay, here's some of his background.
They had to because it was really well.
Yeah, it was
executed.
well timed because it would be like the scene would almost like freeze and he'd be like, okay, so here's what like is going on with my life kind of thing. Like, and it was just
that's the thing. We discussed this in the last video, the spoiler-free one, is that Ryan Reynolds is the only guy that can play this role.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And with that, when they're doing the origin story and you're just watching Ryan Reynolds, you like him enough that he's still Deadpool.
Exactly.
And he's talking about he's just shit disturber.
Oh, no,
he went
exactly.
to that bar and he's like, he sends this drink called the blowjob, and it's like this girly drink with whipped cream, and he sends it to a guy. But
who's
said
like
it was
this
from another
huge,
guy.
He said it's like this huge fucking bald dude with a beard and like he's like massive and he says it's from this like other
and they're in a mercenary bar.
Other big dude is not quite as big as this other guy, but he's like a black dude, and like the other guy comes over and just starts beating the shit out of him, and like it's his fault. Like it's just so funny. And then like
they're placing bets on who's gonna die.
If one of them's gonna die, it's so fucking great. Oh my god! Like,
and that's where you see his friend, who's the bartender.
Weasel, yeah.
Weasel, who is played by, we had his name,
TJ something.
TJ Hooker. He's really good.
TJ Hooker, yeah. I'm sure it's TJ something.
He was so good.
Yeah, and he was fantastic, like as his friend, and like I said, he had some great stuff in that movie too.
His one-liners were pretty great.
You want to get this him and the old lady. You want to get fucked up?
Yeah,
that was so good.
Hey, before I go, there's about 10 kilos of crack and the cure for blindness hidden around his
apartment. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, the old lady, and that's kind of not a deep cut, but like that's a comic book thing, man. Like the fact that he lived with that old like blind lady and shit like that.
God, she was awesome.
Yeah, she was hilarious too. And like I couldn't believe the stuff that they were pulling from the comic books, that they just like kept like throwing it out there. I was like, what? Like
Ryan Reynolds he knows that character inside and out.
He must. Yeah, he must. Like I guarantee he's read everything. And like I said, those writers really knew what they were doing.
I forgot the intro, the fucking intro where they're calling out the names.
Oh, and they're not even names.
They're just like the producer, like this asshole. They're like fucked up, and it's like Ryan Reynolds, the guy that brought this.
Yeah, like, and it's not even their names. Like, it's just like an opening credit scene, but instead of having names of actors, it's just like a cheeky sidekick and like fucking like
like 10 like not even a minute into the movie, you see Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern in the fucking card in the wallet.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Like, fucking great.
Oh my god. Shit. So. Yeah, that being said, like the action was absolutely phenomenal.
It just kept going, and it kept funny through the whole thing.
And that's the thing is, like, I wasn't sure, like, because like walking into it, yeah, like of course we're worried about like whether or not it's gonna be good and stuff like that. And yeah, you're right. Like the entire movie, it just kept going. Like they kept making joke after joke. Like the Hugh Jackman jokes were fucking great.
Oh man, we're ruining this for you because it's spoilers. The end of the movie, he's getting back with his girlfriend, and she's finally going to see his face for real, and he pulls his mask off.
And he's got a fucking Hugh Jackman face stapled to his face. Oh my god.
Stapled in.
Oh my god, it's so good. Even like when he's like filling up his bag of ammo, he throws in one of those like sexiest man alive.
Like magazines,
well, there's one of his help. No, but there's one of Hugh Jackman too.
Yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds and then Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my fucking god. Oh man, the backstory, like I said, I want to talk a little about that. Like, I love how they kind of nailed the backstory. I don't think they're what you said. You thought they were missing stuff. Like, what do you think they were missing? Like,
well, I feel like they just like. Because originally the the origin story is Wolverine and Deadpool kind of come from the same place, right? I feel like because of the licensing bullshit that they really had to stay away from
it's more so that they used Wolverine's, I think, genes, or they tried to use like stuff.
He was made in the same lab, wasn't he, to get the adamantium?
I don't think so. I think they just use, or no, yeah, you're right. He was part of the Weapon X program.
Yes.
So maybe you're right.
And I think they really strayed away from that, and they kind of kept it just central.
Yeah,
to
that's
Deadpool.
The thing is, like, they didn't mention the Weapon X program at all, and like, because like they were trying to with Deadpool. I think, yeah, you're right. They were trying to make in the comic books. They were trying to make another Wolverine, and they failed.
And
with,
in the name, the reason his name was Deadpool is because he was this pool of dead superheroes' powers. And that's what it was. That's why they called him Deadpool, is because he was this big pool of all these central powers from all these people, and they all had to die.
Well, he only had the one power. He only has the healing factor.
He had regeneration. He had teleportation.
Teleportation was a device.
Oh.
It was a belt that he got from the future.
God,
yeah, Deadpool.
But I swear, I think there was something.
No, the Deadpool name was that it was... they called it the Deadpool because of all the fact that like all the other subjects died, and he was the one that survived or whatever.
But in this one, it was just based off a bet, because in that bar that they hang out with, they have bets against each other called the Deadpool. Like, you put money in to see
Captain Deadpool.
Yeah, he's like, what are you going to call yourself if you have to wear... You going to wear a mask? Yeah. What are you going to call yourself?
He looks up at the name Deadpool and he's like,
Captain Deadpool.
Captain Deadpool. Just Deadpool? Yeah, that's probably better.
So good.
Oh my god, yeah. And like I said, I love how kind of brutal his like backstory was. Like, still, like I said, it wasn't too like it was enough. Like, it was enough to like to
he
the point
stays positive through all of it, though.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like, he won't shut the fuck up. They're like, do I need to sew your mouth shut? He's like, yeah, that won't go
over well. Yeah. Oh shit. I love that they showed that toy. The toy of the fucking
the X-Men Origins.
Deadpool
like
with the
stupid lines
with the blades sticking out of his hands
and
stuff like that.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Oh, I don't know. That was fucking stupid.
Well, they showed him, whoever that was.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like such an idiot now.
I mean, like I said, the storyline's pretty basic for this movie. Like, they take his girlfriend and he wants revenge on the guy that turned him into.
Half the movie's an origin story. The last half is a single mission they're on.
Yeah, the single mission to get to his girlfriend.
But the way they flow it together,
it works well. It's like I said, I don't think it's to the detriment of the movie. It's like I said, it's just like, yeah, the whole point of the movie is that, like, at the beginning he's trying to catch Ajax, the guy that turned him into Deadpool.
I found out your name. It's Francis.
It's Francis. Yeah, I love when he picks on him the whole fucking time.
He's like, "What's my name?" He's like, "Oh, nobody fucking cares."
Yeah, like.
And then he spells his name out with corpses.
Oh, at the end, yeah, that scene where he spells it. He kills all the guys. He kills all of Ajax's or Francis.
Like militia.
His like bodyguards, and he spells Francis in bodies, and it's so fucking good. I did like what's her name's character, the MMA fighter chick, Carlos something, I can't remember.
She's stronger than Colossus.
That was really interesting because she was she was beating him down that whole time.
Oh fuck. I like how they stay true to the X-Men being a PG-14 kind of thing, because like Deadpool's like, fuck sakes, and he'll get hurt, and Colossus is like, language. He's like, are you for fucking real?
Yeah. I did like that Colossus was kind of that constant character that was like almost trying to like pull him back.
X-Men?
Yeah, be an X-Men. Like the whole movie, he's like, yeah.
So Ajax at the end has a gun to his head from Deadpool, and Colossus comes up and he's like, it only takes 4 to 5 instances to be a hero. You only need those. And
he starts giving this long ass speech about you.
And Deadpool's like got the gun to him, and he's like, bang!
Yeah, he
just shoots him in the middle.
And then Colossus just starts throwing up and stuff.
Like,
I thought, yeah. What did you do that for? You were rambling on. I'm sorry. It just I love the fact that they really do point out the fact that it's Deadpool. He's not a good guy.
He's not part of the X-Men.
He's not part of the X-Men. They keep asking him to join, and he doesn't want to fucking join. I love the part where they're at that mansion, and he's like, "This is a really big mansion. It's weird that there's only 2 of you. It's almost like the producers couldn't afford any other actors or something,
like any other licenses."
Yeah, and that's such a great line drop.
No, any other X-Men.
Yeah, any other X-Men. Yeah, but I love the fact that that first shot though, we kind of looked at each other when they were they showed Xavier's school, and we were both like, holy shit, they're going right to the school. And then all they show is Colossus and the
Super
teenager
Mega Warfare something. Nega something, I don't know. She was really cool.
She was cool. I liked her
as
character.
an actor.
Her name is just funny. It's weird. But she was actually pretty powerful. She has an interesting.
She was stronger than all of them.
She was pretty tough.
The way she launches him, she's like, hop on, Deadpool, and he gets on this truck, and she gets underneath, and she can charge her fire blast up and launch people.
Yeah.
So she launched Deadpool, and he's on the truck, and he's flying towards this 5th-story building or something, and there's enemies up there, and he's just like, ah!
Yeah, it's like on a board, on a metal sheet, and he's just like, ah! That was
The way it's Ryan Reynolds is so self-aware of he's good looking, but he can be he shouldn't have to be this good looking.
Yeah, for sure.
When they do that scene when he gets disfigured from getting mutated.
Yeah.
And the whole place goes up in flames, and he's fighting Ajax in the lab.
Yeah.
He gets launched in the air, and you can actually see his wang fucking.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
They did say he did full frontal nudity in this movie. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was going to be. What that was going to be. I mean,
where'd you get that ring from? Where were you hiding it? And he's like, no pants on.
No pants on, yeah. Did you catch what her line was?
What?
Because when he goes, will you marry me? She goes, I want you to do me in the butt.
Yeah, she's like, well, you haven't asked me for it, but I want you to do something, put it in my... And he's like, marry me.
Yeah, and she said, at the same time, though, she says, marry me, and he says, will you marry me? And she goes, I want you to put it in my butt at the same exact time. And, I thought that was fucking great. It's like I said,
and she's like, yeah, marry you.
Yeah. It's like I said, I can't say enough. Well, I said in the other video, but I can't say enough, how much I liked her character in this movie.
They casted everyone but Ajax.
Yeah, well, exactly. And that's the thing is, her character... Like I said, I just like the fact that she could keep up with Ryan Reynolds as a comedian, basically. All of her lines and all of her stuff was really funny.
Yep.
You feel like she's a match for Deadpool.
You feel like he would actually be
exactly. You feel like she
relationship wise.
Exactly, and she's fucking gorgeous too. So that's everything too. That's great.
It was a little cringe. It's gotta suck if you were a parent and you brought your kid to that show because
fuck.
There's literally. They have sex about 8 times in the process of 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, the whole opening scene of their relationship is them having sex on every what do they call it?
Ends with Ryan
holiday.
Reynolds.
On every holiday, yeah.
And then it ends with Ryan Reynolds getting in the butt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
that was
right.
So great.
Oh no, I don't like this. I don't like this. That just the shot of his face is. Oh my god.
Like Ryan Reynolds does not give a shit.
No, that's the thing. Like they really went above and beyond with all of the fucking crude humor, everything they could with this movie. Just fucking great.
Yeah, don't bring your kids to it.
Don't bring your kids for the last time. Do not bring your kids. Fuck. What else do you want to talk about? I do want to talk about the fact that like I'm really hopeful for a lot more of the X-Men stuff now with him involved. Like I said, just the jokes that he made about Wolverine and stuff like that. I am really stoked for him to be in a movie alongside Hugh Jackman. And like I said to you before, like I want him to like find out that his powers basically came from like Wolverine and be like, Dad?
Does that make you my dad?
Does that make you kind of like my mutant dad? You're like my mutant dad. Like, and it's just like I just know the jokes and all the fucking like stuff that they're gonna talk. Like,
well, especially with seeing Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was the comedic relief in most of the X-Men movies for the most part.
Yeah. Most part, saying, yeah.
Having him have full range to go with Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Like even seeing Colossus in that kind of. Seeing X-Men period, having to deal with a guy like Deadpool, who's like completely the opposite, but they need him.
And that's the other thing too, is I actually want to see it in the opposite direction, where like I said, like you know how like we were talking about Colossus was trying to like censor him almost, right? Like language and stuff like that. Whereas like I want to see Deadpool in an X-Men movie where it is like PG-13 and he's trying to swear and like maybe it's like
they get bleeped and cut off
and he's like freaking out because he's like, oh come on, this is bullshit. What are you doing? Like
you can't censor me.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just and like or like you'll hear splorshes and like slice sounds off screen and it's just gonna be like, Deadpool, what'd you do? Nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Usually I have to clean my sword off after that. What the?
Yeah.
What I want is a sequel, though. I think not a sequel, but I want them eventually, because I know they're doing this with Civil War. They're kind of like, they're really catering to comic book fans. I want them to do a Wolverine Hulk Deadpool crossover movie, like the Wolverine,
like they did with the Wolverine versus or Deadpool versus
with
Hulk,
Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine versus, or sorry, it was Hulk versus Wolverine and Hulk versus Thor. And then in the Wolverine one is when Deadpool shows up. Yeah.
They need to do one of those movies.
That'd be fucking great.
With the actors. I don't care if they recast Hulk, because they pretty much do that every movie. But Hugh Jackman, they need to get him in a Deadpool movie before he retires that role.
I know. I agree.
And I joked about this. It would be great to have Hugh Jackman be Wolverine in a role for that, and then like when he retires his role and a new person's cast as Wolverine in some future movie, Deadpool makes jokes about that, like, you're not Hugh.
You're not. Hey, where's Hugh?
The Jacked Man.
The Jacked Man. You know, like you're. Where's Hugh? Like, just, and like just
you're not
every once in a while, just be like,
and nobody gets it. Though.
Yeah, nobody gets it. Yeah, I do love this. The was it Colossus was like said something along the lines of like,
who are you talking to?
And he's like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them. And like, yeah, he looks at the camera and like that was. Oh my god. We need
to talk about the cab driver.
Oh yeah. The scene at the end there is so good. So
he was talking about relationship problems that this man had stolen his girl,
this guy who was like more attracted than him and stuff like that. And like he wants this woman. And like Deadpool tells him to like take charge and like you know like you gotta hold on to it, man. You gotta like
put his body on his doorstep. And he's like being a motivator.
But like and then like in the second time he sees him at the end of the movie,
he's got Colossus and the girl in the back.
In the back, and Deadpool's in the front, and he's talking about like, oh, like so how's it going with your girl? And he's like, okay, well like it's not going well, like blah blah blah. And then like you hear like this like, and he's like, what was that? And he's like, oh, that's him.
He's in the trunk.
And like. And like it's funny because like Colossus is in the back and he's like, what? Like he's like talking about how like that's you guys like shameful, you let him go and stuff like that. And Deadpool's like he's like, and then
yes,
the cab
totally
like, no, but like I like how like he's like, oh, but you told me to like you know you to get rid of him and kill him. And he's like, what? I would never say that. You're doing the right thing. And like he keeps like talking out loud like to like Colossus.
We're gonna go. Here's a crisp 10 for you.
Yeah. Yeah, like just he keeps like no, you can't do that. That's not the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Like just the way he did that whole scene, and then like the fact that like later on when they show him again, like his Deadpool forgets all his guns in the cab, and they show a scene where he's trying to answer the phone when Deadpool's calling him, and he almost collides with a truck, and then he gets rear-ended, and you just hear from the back of the car like. Like, oh my god.
You just had me thinking, I'm wondering if in the next movie there's going to be some like his trial or something where like because he's going to have a dead guy in his trunk and a bag full of weapons in his
cab. Yeah. And like, oh my god, the Hello Kitty bag. Oh my god, that was great. That's a good nod because like Hello Kitty has always been one of those things that Deadpool's always been like obsessed with and stuff like that.
I like how they showed his origin of his suit too. He worked through his different suits. Like first he had a hoodie,
and like a white mask with like goggles, and like I like how there's no explanation as to why his like the mask itself is the way it is. Like, you know what I mean?
I like how like he starts off with a white uniform and he's at the laundromat and the blind chick is where he meets her there and she's like. He's like, I can't get this out. And she's like, why don't you wear red, you idiot?
Yeah, like either.
And that's the origin of why he tells people, he's like, you should have wore your brown pants.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wear the red suit, so people can't see me bleed. Like, oh my god, too good. It really was. Like, I can't stress how much this movie was perfect.
This opens up the potential for more R-rated ones too.
And that's a good thing for me too, because I feel like too many of the comic book movies are PG rated,
and they're taking themselves too seriously.
Well, that is part of it too. I agree with you a little bit there, but like, I just think that the R rated thing is better for some comics. Like I said, if they were to do something like The Punisher again, or like they're doing the show,
they're doing it, but yeah.
But like that's probably going to be, like I said, it's not rated because it's on Netflix. Like they don't have to rate for TV and stuff like that, so it's probably brutal.
We talked that I want a Deadpool series on Netflix.
I kind of like
even an animated that was rated.
Yeah, I would be okay with that too. But I think it's great with the movies. Like I said, I'd rather have them focus their power on getting him in more movies and getting him in other X-Men movies. Oh yeah, and they did.
Stan Lee was in it.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's the announcer at the strip club that his girlfriend's character.
And here comes Chastity, and then like the Weasel's like. No, her name's actually Irony.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was a good line.
The Patrick Stewart line.
Oh yeah. I love. Yeah, Colossus is dragging him away from the fight at the beginning of the movie, and he's like, "I'm taking you to see the professor." And he's like, "Which one, McAvoy or Stewart?" I'm getting these timelines all crossed over. And it was so good. Like, I just love like the stuff he'll drop, like the lines he'll drop. They did say that they're making a second movie.
With Cable.
Yeah, and that opens up a really cool storyline. Like. His stuff with Cable is so good.
He joked that he's like, we could have Chud or Lundgren or Mel Gibson or something.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren or Mel Gibson. Anyone really with a flat top. It's just like...
Big buff guy with flat top.
Yeah, it was a really good line at the end. That was in the post-credits scene. And you know what? Like, I am so glad that they're already talking about making a second movie because...
I'm just thinking they need him as a cameo character like Stan Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Deadpool as Ryan Reynolds needs to show up in movies just randomly.
And like I said, that would work. I hope that they can get like them crossing Spider-Man into the Marvel universe or the
once they see the money
universe.
signs.
Fine. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that more of the like it seems that way that more of the studios are willing to work together. It's like we were talking about before, like the fact that like Flash and Supergirl are crossing over. When they see
the money's being made,
like the fact that they put Spider-Man in the Avengers. I think you're right. I think they're going to see that it's worth more money for them to cross these characters over and just share the profits than it is for them to isolate.
We went through a streak where they were just like they had some hate on for fans where they're like they were not satisfying anybody in any movie. Even the original Spider-Man movies were like that where. They'd give you a little taste of like, oh, well, here's this villain, and then like they wouldn't follow the story arc properly, and then now they're finally seeing like, you know what, you better off just
we gotta just do it right, yeah, just do it right, yeah.
Because Ryan Reynolds, I think if Ryan Reynolds didn't push for this to be made, it wouldn't have been done.
You're right, and thank you, by the way. I know you're watching out there, Ryan Reynolds, because he's a big fan of the show.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, seriously though, because like him and the writers that wrote that movie, like I said, they really nailed it, and. I'm so glad that they fought for so long and so hard to get this movie out and the way it is. I would have been like, it was perfect.
Phenomenal.
It was perfect, man. Like
that's what I was saying to Toby because
for Deadpool, it was perfect for Deadpool. Yes, you know what I mean? Like
that was my line because Toby's like, well, it's kind of like this. It's like an 8.5 out of a movie. I'm like, it's not a movie though. It's a Deadpool movie. You can't get a better Deadpool movie than this.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not happening. Like, it was exactly what you wanted from a Deadpool movie. Like. I said to Borden, like, the minute we walked out of the theater, I can't wait to go see this again and fucking
and like,
catch all the jokes that I missed the first time around.
I want to see this on Blu-ray in home. Like, I want to be able to watch
I can't wait till they show all the scenes that were deleted. The scenes.
Yeah. Can you imagine Ryan Reynolds?
My buddy there that works at the theater, he was telling me there's so much deleted scenes that they're probably going to have to make like an unrated version of the movie when they release it because it won't even fit into an R rating, like, with the stuff that they cut out. And I am so stoked if that's true because that's great news to me. I fucking can't wait to see all that extra stuff because anything that they cut out of that movie is going to be awesome. Just fucking great.
If they had to cut it out.
Yeah, if they had to cut it out.
Oh, because it's already bad enough for
my God,
the shit they do.
And it really is, like I said, like it's like when we were talking about before, we can't stress enough not to take your kids. Like, they made this movie, like, it's gruesome as hell. It's fucking...
The comedy's dark. The
comedy is very dark.
Smart. It's very smart,
like,
comedy.
There's tons of sex, like I said. Like,
some of those jokes... I loved it because some of those jokes went straight into my head and I'm like, that is amazing. And then it went over other people's heads. And you're just like... That is Deadpool.
Yeah, and that was the thing, is like I caught a lot of like I said, I need to go see it again because I caught a lot of really small tidbits where I was like, oh my God, like that's
he referenced that.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing, is like I wish I could remember more of it just because like I'm so blown away right now.
Said, it's like literally it was one liner after one liner after one liner.
It really was.
Like, oh my God, it was like better than a fucking comedy sketch from like the best comedian. Because
it really was. It's
Ryan Reynolds. Just he's the only person that can do this.
Yeah. God. No, and yeah, like I said, it turned out perfect.
And for you ladies, you get to see him shirtless and
you get to see his wang
and his butt.
Yeah, he had a nice butt.
He's like the only person I'd be okay with. Even have like he's not being like, ooh, look at me, full of myself. He's like, I'm naked.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty like, yeah, and like I said, like, yeah, like they weren't shy about making it. Like I said, like when he's like
just like the comic book,
yeah, exactly. The comics don't really have any nudity in them, I guess, but like
they have nods to it. I'm gonna definitely go back and play the Deadpool video game. I have it on Steam.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll live stream it.
Oh, that'd be fun. Actually, maybe we should do that. That'd be fun. Keep your eyes and ears open for that.
Beg us for it and we'll do it because we're lazy.
Yeah, maybe that'll happen. Anything? What else do you want? Do you want to talk about anything else?
All I can say is you're not going to be disappointed. It really makes Captain America and all those other movies look like shit.
It's like you said, like, this reminds me of seeing Iron Man again. Where you see Iron Man and it's like...
this door opening. I said that. I said, you watch. This Deadpool movie is going to be like Iron Man 1 was like. The sequel's going to be amazing. It's going to start this chain of movies that normally would have never happened.
That because it's because you said, like, it's because of Ryan Reynolds.
Well, and X-Men's in a good place now, too, where X-Men's is being well received right now with their last couple movies and the new ones coming out. And Deadpool's now come onto the scene. These universes are going to fuse. There's no way it's not going to happen.
Well, we know for sure... They've already made mention that they want to bring him into the X-Men stuff. I mean, they make it very clear in this movie that they want him in the X-Men stuff. Because, like, the whole movie, Colossus is, like...
Trying to recruit
him to be an X-Men. Which is actually kind of a...
They try to get the fans thinking that way.
I think that's true. It is a little funny because, like, it's a little reverse from what the comic book's like. Because in the comic books, he's, like, begging to be an X-Men.
And Avengers.
And, like, the X-Men and the Avengers don't want him because he's Deadpool and he fucking murders people and stuff. He's a mercenary.
Well, maybe it's going to be one of those things where, like, they do want him initially and then they find out just how bad he is.
Yeah, well, that's usually
never again.
That's usually what happens. Every time he joins one of the teams, he always ends up, like, murdering a bunch of people or ruining whatever plans they have by fucking around and being an idiot. And, like, they're always like, God, we just go away.
He tried to plan stuff, too. Like, his girlfriend was up on top of that platform.
Yeah.
And he's like, follow me. I think I have a plan. And he, like, throws her in that chamber, right? And it seems like he's got a legit plan. No, he just fucking launches, like, off.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. The action in this movie was like great too, like the fight scenes and everything, like well choreographed, like really, like I
seeing him in action was like seeing something you've never seen before.
Exactly.
You're like,
yeah, like
oh my God,
the way he
did it
fights
so right.
is so perfect. Like
he's
you
agile.
said,
He's never ridiculous though. It's not like the video game where he's like triple jumping and like teleporting and stuff. Like
I hope he gets a teleporter in the next movie because if Cable's involved, he should.
Yeah.
If Cable's involved, he should take the I think he gets a teleporter from him.
Probably. All I'm saying is when he takes that mask off, you remember that he's human.
Yeah.
That he's got these healing factors, but he's nothing like super agile or anything. He just is human agile in a sense.
In a sense. I mean, he does...
Like, I just mean like he's not doing anything out of what a normal human could do. He's just jumping and rolling and flipping and stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it till he takes the mask off that you're like, holy shit. Like, he's
just a really well-trained mercenary. He's just a really well-trained mercenary.
Like, did you notice when he first dons his like white outfit that he was kind of sloppy when he's fighting those people?
Yeah, I did notice
and
that.
then, like, you watch him in, like, Ajax fight, he's just, like fucking all over the place.
All over, yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, go see this movie. It was fucking absolutely phenomenal.
Mom, don't take my sisters.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Don't take your siblings unless
my sister's
like,
old enough. But
girls might not have a bad time with this. I mean, it's more like, don't bring young boys to this. Cause
just don't bring kids. Like I said, it really is an 18-plus movie.
Lots of boobs.
Lots of boobs. You get to see lots of boobs.
The one person that's the other thing. There was a nip slip, a deliberate nip slip from the MMA.
Well, you don't get to see anything.
No. That's the funny thing. They show nothing but boobs the whole movie, and then like she has a nip slip, and like Colossus's hands like here over the screen blocking it.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, sorry, you're loose. You fell out. You're so beautiful. And she's like, thank you, and then she punches him right in the dick.
Yeah.
Fucking Deadpool's first fight with Colossus.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! How can we forget about that? Yeah, he goes to punch Colossus and literally just breaks his entire hand.
Whole hand, and he's like,
he tries to punch him with the other hand and breaks the other hand, and then he's like doing this, and he's like, I'm like a T-Rex. I'm like a T-Rex. Then he tries to kick him and breaks his one foot, and he's like hopping around on the one foot. He's like, you ever got your ass kicked by a one-legged man? And he tries to like jump and do the other foot.
He breaks his neck and his other foot.
Yeah, like, and that's when Colossus decides to start dragging, and then like to get out of the cuffs, he does a Deadpool thing and fucking cuts his own hand.
He's like, have you seen 127 Hours? Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah.
He starts cutting his hand.
Yeah, he just starts cutting. Like, yeah, that's funny too. Like the reference to 127 hours. Like how cool was that? Or the line when his hands growing back and he's talking to the blind lady. And he's like, "You better get out of here."
It's gonna feel so big in my hand.
He's like, "This is gonna feel so big," and then like the hand is like a little tiny hand. And he's like, "It's gonna feel so big."
He's like touching her chin, and she's like, "Why are your hands so soft?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I need you to get out." Oh, and he's replaying a memory and it's like a VHS tape, but it cuts to a part where he's got a unicorn against his head and he's just going
jacking it. Yeah. Oh my god.
And he's like, oh.
And then he's like, "Oh, you're not supposed to see that." And like he goes like back into fast forward mode. Oh my god. Shit. Such a fucking great movie.
They
oh my
took
god.
no stops. They like
they pulled up all the stops. You mean? Yeah.
I guarantee when they went to like the FCC or whatever, like
I don't know.
Whoever they went to the ratings board and they're like, you can't do that. They're like, we're fucking doing it.
Yeah. Fuck you. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Oh my god.
Push the rating up because we're doing it.
Yeah. Push it to 18. I don't give a shit. Once again, go see this movie for the love of Christ. It's amazing.
You're not gonna regret it.
You're not gonna regret it
unless you bring your kids. Don't bring your kids.
But yeah, like, I think we've pretty much let everyone know what we feel. Like I said, there's so many good things about this movie. They nailed it. I can't wait for more. That probably one of the best comic book to movie adaptations I've ever seen. Like hands down.
Gotta be.
Like
as far as
like just looking on the page and then looking on the screen and being like, yep, that's exactly what it is. Like, this is it, man. This is the one movie that nailed it. Like, there's no hiccups. There's no like, well, this could have been better or this could. Like, it was just
other than Ajax. But even then, you're like, who cares? The movie's about Deadpool. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing is like the whole Ajax thing, him not being a very strong villain. It's just the fact that I think that he's not a villain that we like everyone knows super well and stuff like that. And like he wasn't like boring. It was just the fact that like he's not a like super fantastic.
He's not likable.
Yeah.
And when he defeats him and the whole building collapses, Deadpool climbs up on a rubble and he's like, "Did you fucking see that?" And
yeah,
he gets tackled by him.
And he gets tackled by him. He falls down all the rubble and shit. Oh yeah, that was so good. Like I said, like there's not a moment where like it gets too serious where Deadpool kind of interrupts to get super unserious at that point.
There is after credits.
It's after the very end credits, yes.
Very end credits.
It's funny. It's worth watching. And that's when they announced that there's going to be a Deadpool sequel.
He's just like, we don't got that kind of fucking money, and he's in this nice, expensive mansion.
Yeah. What are you still doing here? The movie's over.
He's like, are you waiting for news for a sequel? Because we don't get the fucking money for that.
Yeah. But if we were, I'm just gonna tell you.
Hey, by the way, yeah, we would have cable in it.
Yeah. We haven't cast him or anything yet, but no, that was so good.
You won't regret it.
I think that's pretty much it.
That's the gist of it.
That's the gist of it. All right, thanks for watching. Let us know.
One last thing.
Wait,
spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Let us know what you thought of the movie after you see it. And let us know if there's anything that you disliked or anything that you liked and overall.
What movies you want to see
him pop into,
or what comic book series of Deadpool you want to see.
Exactly, that you would like to see. What storyline?
I know people are talking like X-Force and stuff.
Skrull. The Skrull storyline would be so good. Or X-Force. X-Force would be great. Oh my god.
I want to see him just again.
I just want to see more of him. Yeah, anything with more Deadpool is fine with me.
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends. And we will see you next week.